Welcome to part 3 of my Steam Summer Sale 2025 videos, where I highlight the best deals and show how these games run on the Steam Deck. You'll find the links to part 1 and 2 in the video description, so let's get right into it. Our first game is BioShock Infinite, now 75% off. Now for my recommended settings, Ultra with a 60 FPS frame cap. This setup ensures smooth gameplay while optimizing power consumption. With these settings, you can expect a battery life of around 3.5 to 4 hours, making it the best way to play for most users. Next up is A Plague Tale Innocence with an 80% discount. Here are the recommended settings. Set the game to high settings and cap the frame rate to 30 FPS. With this setup, the game looks absolutely stunning and holds a solid, stable 30 FPS throughout. It feels smooth, consistent, and super immersive. With these recommended settings, you're looking at around 2.5 to 3 hours of playtime on a full charge. That's pretty solid for a cinematic game with this level of visual detail. Our next game is Assassin's Creed Shadows, currently 25% off. Now for my recommended settings. I'm sticking with FSR at a minimum dynamic resolution of 15%. This setup provides a balanced experience with steady gameplay and an enjoyable visual quality, despite the occasional pixelation from dynamic resolution changes. The next game is The Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, now with a 75% discount. Oblivion runs impressively well on the Steam Deck, delivering a rock-solid 90 FPS even on ultra settings. The game's visuals, while showing their age in some areas, still manage to captivate. One standout aspect is the battery life. Thanks to Oblivion's relatively modest hardware requirements, you can expect 5 to 6 hours of continuous gameplay on a single charge. That's more than enough time for long sessions exploring the lush forests, climbing snowy peaks, or battling through menacing Oblivion gates. Next up is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, now 45% off. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 runs okay on the Steam Deck, but you'll need to install Windows to play it due to compatibility issues. I recommend using the low preset with FSR 3 set to balance for a smoother, more playable experience. Our next game is Dredge, currently 50% off. On the Steam Deck, Dredge runs exceptionally well, delivering a smooth 90 FPS. The visuals are crisp, and the gameplay experience is fluid, ensuring you're immersed in the world without any performance issues. With this setup, you can enjoy up to 4 to 5 hours of battery life, making it perfect for extended play sessions while on the move. The next game is Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, with a 50% discount. It runs at a stable 30 frames per second on the Steam Deck. While that might seem low compared to modern standards, it's actually perfect for the game's slower, more strategic gameplay. One standout feature here is the battery life. Thanks to the game's modest performance requirements, you can enjoy up to 9 hours of playtime on a single charge. That's incredible for long gaming sessions, whether you're exploring dungeons or strategizing your next move in town. Next up is FTL, Faster Than Light. FTL originally launched in 2012, and thanks to its minimalist visuals, it runs flawlessly on the Steam Deck. You'll get a rock-solid 90 FPS, which isn't surprising given the game's low system requirements. More importantly, the battery life is incredible, up to 9 hours on a single charge. That makes it perfect for long-haul gaming sessions, whether you're strategizing in a coffee shop or playing in bed before calling it a night. Our next games are Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster, currently 20% off. Both games run at a smooth 60 FPS on the Steam Deck. Given the beautifully enhanced but still relatively simple 2D visuals, this isn't surprising, but it's great to see the remaster maintaining rock-solid performance. There are no noticeable slowdowns, stuttering, or frame drops, making for an incredibly smooth experience. Battery life is another highlight. Thanks to the moderate system requirements, you can expect around 6 to 7 hours of playtime on a single charge. That's perfect for long gaming sessions. The next game is SimCity 3000, now with a 50% discount. It runs great on the Steam Deck with 90 FPS and a battery life of around 9 hours, and it's very playable with the trackpads. You just need to switch to Proton Experimental and it works. Next up is Fast Food Simulator, currently 30% off. My recommended settings are the Ultra settings. This is where Fast Food Simulator truly shines with the best possible graphics, intricate details, and enhanced lighting. FPS ranges between 60 and 75, delivering a smooth experience. Battery life still holds at 2 hours, but the improved visuals make it my personal go-to setting. Our next game is Bluey the video game, now 50% off. The game runs beautifully right out of the box, with no tweaks needed. You'll get a smooth frame rate of 60 to 90 FPS consistently throughout the game, making for a fluid and responsive experience. In terms of battery life, you can expect around 3 to 4 hours on a full charge, depending on your brightness and volume settings. That's plenty for a few play sessions, perfect for road trips, bedtime bonding, or lazy weekend mornings. The next game is Civilization 3, now with an 80% discount. Civilization 3 runs well on the Steam Deck, but you'll need Proton version 5.0-10 for a playable experience, as newer versions cause display issues. While the frame rate is inconsistent, it's not a problem for the game's turn-based gameplay, which remains smooth and enjoyable. With up to 9 hours of battery life, it's perfect for extended sessions of building your empire or strategizing against rivals. Next up is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, currently 50% off. I was impressed with how well Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 runs on low settings. The game is quite playable with this preset, and still manages to look stunning at times. You can definitely enjoy a great flying experience on the Steam Deck with these settings. Our next game is House Flipper, a massive 90% off. It runs and looks fantastic on the Steam Deck. For the best experience, I recommend the Ultra High preset. With it, you'll get around 60 to 90 frames per second and 2.5 hours of battery life. The next game is Age of Mythology Retold, now with a 25% discount. For Age of Mythology Retold on the Steam Deck, I recommend playing on the low preset with FSR 2.0 set to quality mode and locking the FPS at 30 for the best experience, ensuring stable performance and smooth gameplay. Next up is Black Myth Wukong, currently 20% off. For the best experience, I recommend playing on the low preset with FSR at 75%, frame generation on, and a locked 45 FPS. Alternatively, you can use the medium preset with the same FSR settings and a 30 FPS lock. Our next games are Portal 1 and 2, both with an 80% discount. Both games run incredibly well on the Steam Deck, with 90 FPS and a battery life of 4 to 5 hours. I think they are perfect games for the Steam Deck. The next game is Tunic, now 50% off. Tunic runs great on the Steam Deck. For the best experience, I recommend playing it on the high preset, offering smooth performance and beautiful visuals throughout your adventure. With these settings, you'll get 90 frames per second and around 2.5 hours of battery life. Next up is SteamWorld Dig 2, now a massive 94% off. The game runs flawlessly and also maintains a stable 90 FPS. It's truly an excellent game for the Steam Deck. Our next games are Half-Life 1 and 2, both with an 80% discount. Both games run incredibly well on the Steam Deck, with 90 FPS and a battery life of 4 to 5 hours. I think they are perfect games for the Steam Deck. The next game is High on Life, now 50% off. The game runs very well on the Steam Deck, and for the best experience I recommend playing it on medium settings with a locked 45 FPS. It's a great option for portable gaming on the Steam Deck. Next up is Battle Brothers, now 50% off. This game plays great on the Steam Deck, running at around 45 to 90 FPS with approximately 5 to 6 hours of battery life. It's a perfect fit for the Steam Deck and offers an excellent experience. Our next games are Hotline Miami 1 and 2. Hotline Miami 1 with an 80% discount, 2 with even 85% off. Both games run great on the Steam Deck with 60 FPS and a battery life of 6 to 7 hours. These games are a great fit for the Steam Deck. The next game is Riven, now 40% off. For the best experience, I recommend playing on the Favors Performance preset with a locked 60 FPS, ensuring smooth gameplay and stable performance throughout. Next up is Norland, now 35% off. The game runs exceptionally well on the Steam Deck, delivering a stable 60 FPS and around 3 hours of battery life for a smooth and enjoyable experience. The next game is Dorfromantik, now with a 40% discount. This game runs flawlessly on the Steam Deck, maintaining a stable 90 FPS. It's an ideal game for the Steam Deck, offering a smooth and enjoyable experience. Next up is Crusader Kings 3, now 70% off. For Crusader Kings 3 on the Steam Deck, I recommend using the low preset with a maximum FPS of 30. This setup ensures smooth gameplay while maintaining stability, allowing you to enjoy the grand strategy without performance issues. That's it for today's video. Which games are you planning to pick up during the sale for your Steam Deck? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.